Hello everyone and welcome to the WCG for match 8 of the 2021 Australia Day T20 Big Bash, which sees the two-time champions and last year's grand finalists HOWZAT taking on Young Money Cash Money, who get their tournament underway here in Group D. The 2019 grand finalists Young Money Cash Money looking to put an awful tournament in last year's edition behind them after they crashed out at the group stage. And as for HOWZAT, they are looking to make it 2 from 2 in this year's tournament and seal top spot in the group of death. Here, as you can see on your screens, it is the two-time champions HOWZAT who are sitting pretty at the top of Group D after their opening victory against rivals YMCM, and a victory in this contest here in match 8 will see them finish top of the pile. However, it's now time for a new look Young Money Cash Money to have their say on this group. Captains are in the middle, ready for the toss.
So everyone's made one up, this, right? Flat, we'll have a bowl, thank you.
HOWZAT skipper Brendan Scott has won the toss and he has sent Young Money Cash Money into bat. And as we take a look at his side now, it was a perfect debut for newcomer Daniel Arnold, who guided his side to a successful chase against YMCM in their opening fixture after the early wicket of Scott for a second ball duck, and how he would love to carry that form into this massive contest, as this fixture carries extra importance for Arnold after he of course left Young Money Cash Money after last year's failed campaign. So that'll add a little extra spice to this one. As we take a look at the Young Money Cash Money lineup for this year's tournament, the side will be skippered by Rabiel Basher once again, who has survived the axe after his side's abysmal campaign in last year's edition, as they left the tournament without a whimper, crashing out at the group stage. He will be joined by the highly talented Ryan Schaefer, who makes his third appearance at the Australia Day T20 Big Bash, and it will be a full WCG debut for Sean Cook, who fills the void that Arnold has left. And just before we get underway, we'd like to thank our major partners for this year's tournament, Campbelltown Motor Auctions, who have jumped on board for this season, and we thank them for their generosity, and of course our ever reliable and long-standing partners, Harley Cranes Group. It's another massive clash here in the group of death. HOWZAT looking to top the pile, and we're ready to get underway. So it's going to be Ryan Schaefer who will get this innings underway here for Young Money Cash Money. He's coming off a very lean test series with the bat for match 11. Can the change of format bring out the best for this talented all-rounder? So we're all ready to go for this massive clash here in the group of death. It's going to be Costa Savas to bowl the first over of the match. He's in now over the wicket here to Schaefer. It's a full toss and it's driven on the offside, but it's brilliantly stopped there from Arnold first up. So the two-time champs are on in the field from ball one once again, as Arnold is once again proving a hard man to beat. Savas to continue to Schaefer in the opening over. He's in now, this one's a good length delivery, and this strikes Schaefer on the body, and he's going to move through for a leg bye. So Young Money Cash Money off and racing here in match 8. A win for HOWZAT will see them clinch the top spot here in Group D. A win for Young Money Cash Money will make things very interesting. Here is Costa Savas, will continue again now to Schaefer. This one's a back of a length delivery which slides way down the leg side, so that one will have to be re-bowled. So Young Money Cash Money, no wicket for 2 in the opening over. Here is Savas, will continue over the wicket here to Schaefer. This one's another back of a length delivery, and this time Schaefer hits it away on the leg side for his first boundary of the match. Too short on this occasion from the youngster, and it has been dispatched. Savas to continue to Schaefer in the opening over. Here is Zim now, and this one's a good length delivery. It strikes Schaefer on the knee, and he's going to move through for a leg bye. So that's a good reply there from the youngster. Pretty handy start here for Young Money Cash Money. No wicket for 7 in the opening over, with just 1 delivery remaining. Here is Savas is in now for the final ball of the over. He's in now over the wicket. It's another back of a length delivery, and it's another swivel on the back foot and hammered through the leg side from Schaefer. So he's begun this match brightly. He moves to 8. Young Money Cash Money 0 for 11 after 1. It'll be the skipper Brendan Scott to bowl the second over of the innings. Here he's in now to Schaefer, and this one's a full delivery, and he gets a thick outside edge as it spins off the fence. It'll only be 1 run. So he's probably got away with one there as Scott, as the half volley goes unpunished. Scott to continue to Schaefer in the second over. He's in now, and this one's another half volley. It's driven down the ground, but it's well fielded off his own bowling there from the HOWZAT skipper, who prevents a boundary. Schaefer will be slightly disappointed. There's 2 opportunities gone begging there. Scott will continue again now over the wicket. Here's in now, this one looks like a slow ball, and Schaefer hasn't missed out on this occasion. As Scott knows he's just served up another gift there for Schaefer, who races to 13. Young Money, Cash Money, 16 without loss. Scott to continue to Schaefer in the second over. Here is in now, this one's a back of a length delivery, and Schaefer plays this on the onside, but can't beat Costa Savas there at mid-wicket. So a priceless dot there for the two-time champs. As Scott is in for the final ball of the over. Here is in now, this one's a full delivery, and it's a massive swing and a miss there from Schaefer, as this must have narrowly missed the off stump, but nevertheless Schaefer remains undefeated. So it's been a brilliant start to this contest here for the 2019 Grand Finalists. Young Money, Cash Money, no wicket for 16, with Schaefer 13 not out. They now have a brilliant launch pad on which to kick on into this back end of the innings. HOWZAT in need of a wicket. So it's going to be Daniel Arnold to have his first involvement against his old side. As he'll come in around the wicket here to Schaefer, and he begins with a half volley, and it's hammered down the ground there from Schaefer for another boundary. So he's begun the back end of the innings in style, as he has fairly hammered this past the HOWZAT skipper. Young Money, Cash Money, no wicket for 20. As Arnold will continue around the wicket here to Schaefer. And this one's a good length delivery, but it's picked up off a length and hammered past Costa Savas for a maximum. Schaefer on fire here in match 8. He moves along to 23. His side 26 without loss. Arnold under pressure here in this third over. As he'll continue now over the wicket here to Schaefer. And this one's a good length delivery. It's played away on the offside, but he can't beat the HOWZAT skipper there at mid-off. So brilliant stuff this here from the men in black. 26 without loss with 7 deliveries remaining in the innings. As Arnold's in once again to Schaefer, and this one's picked up. Has it gone over the house? No! It's come back off the roof, but it's 6 runs because Savas has not caught this with one hand. Well, things are just going Young Money, Cash Money's way at the moment. It's unfortunate for the youngster who reacts quickly, but not in the appropriate manner. 6 runs. Young Money, Cash Money, no wicket for 32. As Arnold's in for the final ball of the over. And this one's a back of a length delivery, turned onto the fence by Schaefer, who will move through for a single to end with. 33 without loss with 1 to go. So it'll be the skipper, Brendan Scott, to bowl the final over of the innings. Here's in now to Schaefer, and this one's a half volley, and he stops it with his foot, but it ricochets into the boundary. So it's all going Young Money, Cash Money's way here in match 8. To be fair, it's not a great effort there from the skipper, and it's 4 more to Schaefer. Schaefer 34 not out. As Scott will continue to him now in the final over. And this one's a back of a leg delivery which strikes Schaefer on the body, and he's going to move through for a leg bye. So Young Money, Cash Money, 38 without loss. And this is going to be a stern test here for the two-time champs. However, there's still 3 deliveries left in the inning, so the damage may not be done. As Scott will continue once again to Schaefer. And this one's another delivery. I think he gets an inside edge onto his body this time. Yeah, he has, as he moves through for a single. So to put things in some sort of perspective, Young Money, Cash Money have scored more runs in this innings alone than they did in the entire tournament last year. Here is Scott will continue again now to Schaefer, who gives himself some room, and that's a lazy attempt to stop from Scott, as it's another boundary. The wheels seemingly falling off here for HOWZAT and their skipper, as Schaefer moves to 39 with 1 delivery remaining. So we arrive at the final ball of the innings. No wicket for 43. As Scott is in now, it's a big swing there from Schaefer, and he gets a nick through to the keeper to end with. So HOWZAT take their first wicket of the tournament, but has the damage been done? A brilliant knock from Schaefer comes to an end. He's dismissed for 39 on the final ball of the innings, and it's 44 to get for HOWZAT to top the group. So a return to form at the WCG for Ryan Schaefer has seen him power Young Money, Cash Money to a total of 1 for 43 after their 20 deliveries, which is going to be hard to chase down. Schaefer dismissed for 39 with the final ball of the innings. Scott picking up the solitary wicket for the two-time champs. And it's 44 to get for HOWZAT if they're going to finish top of Group D. And it is going to be the HOWZAT skipper Brendan Scott to get this run chase underway for the two-time champs. Was dismissed for a second ball duck in their opening match against Wet Up. And you think he's going to have to fare better in this one if they're going to get close to this total. 44 to get here for HOWZAT. It's going to be Sean Cook, the debutant, to bowl the first over of the innings. Here he's in now to Scott. He begins with a full toss, and this one goes for 6 with the first delivery. Well, Scott did not look in control of this one bit, but it's 6 runs all the same for the men in charcoal, and that's a perfect start. Cook to continue to Scott in the opening over. Here's in now, this one's a good length delivery, and Scott reaches again, and this time he gets a thick inside edge pass to Young Money Cash Money skipper. It's a fortuitous start to his innings, it must be said, but he won't care one bit. 10 without loss. So an expensive start here for the debutant, as Cook will continue to Scott in the opening over, and this one's another full toss, and this one's got more control as it's hammered down the ground for a maximum. Scott off to a fly here in this run chase, 16 without loss. So just to start the men in charcoal we're looking for, as Cook will continue to Scott in the opening over, and this one's a better delivery, it's a back of a length delivery, and Scott's going to scoot through for a single, and he was a bit casual there in the end, as Schaefer was lurking. However, this is just a start he was looking for his side. No wicket for 7-8 with 1 delivery left. So it's been an expensive start to life at the WCG for Sean Cook, as he's in for the final ball of the over, and this one's a good length delivery, and it looked like it struck Scott exactly where you don't want to be struck. So it's a good end to the over here from the men in black. Here, let's take a look. Oh, bang. Cop some of that. However, the skipper is still standing. Barely. How's that? 17 without loss. It's going to be Ryan Schaefer to bowl the round the wicket for the second over of the innings. He's in now and he bangs this one in short. Scott plays this on the onside. And it's been plucked out of the air from the Young Money Cash Money skipper. That is a massive moment here in match 8. Rabi El-Basha pulls out a blinder to remove his opposition number. Scott has to go for a quick fire 17. And has El-Basha just turned this match in his side's favour. So a big period this in the context of the match, as Daniel Arnold makes his way to the crease here for HOWZAT. Guided his side home in their opening fixture against Weathup, and it looks like he's going to have to do the bulk of the scoring again. So it's going to be Ryan Schaefer who has his tail up to continue around the wicket here to Arnold. Here's in now and he digs his one in short once again, and this time Arnold's able to get it away to the boundary. So how about that for your first delivery? Picking up where he left off against Weathup. Arnold off the mark in style. How's that? 1 for 21 in the second over. Schaefer is in once again to Arnold. It's another short delivery, and Arnold gets a bottom edge, but it trickles through to the keeper, so he can't run. So it's a precious dot there for the men in black. As long as Arnold is at the crease, you feel that HOWZAT are always a chance. And Schaefer will continue again now to Arnold, and this one's a back of a length delivery. Arnold tucks this off his hip onto the fence, and he'll move through for a single. So a good busy start here to his innings from Arnold. This one will mean so much to him. Depending on who you ask, he was let go by Young Money Cash Money after last year's failed campaign, and how we'd love to put one back up him. Here is Schaefer is in for the final ball of the over, and this one's hammered on the leg side, but he can't beat his former skipper. So a pretty handy over here for Young Money Cash Money. A wicket and just 5 runs off it. 1 for 22. So the match is set up nicely as we enter an exciting back end of the contest. How's that? 1 for 22 after 2 overs. And that is exactly the scoreline they require if they're going to get home in this Crunch Group D contest. 22 off 10 deliveries required. And you feel as long as Arnold is at the crease, HOWZAT are always going to be a chance with top spot on the line. So it's going to be the skipper Rabi El-Basha to bowl the penultimate over of the contest. Here he's in now to Arnold. This one's a short delivery, hammered down the ground, and it's a caught and bowl chance, and it's also a run-out chance there for Schaefer. Well, it's all happening here at the WCG. He was able to take a blinder early on in the contest, but not on this occasion. However, he has prevented a 6, so it's almost as good as a wicket in this situation. 21 to get off 9 deliveries, as El-Basha will continue to Arnold. Here's in now, this one's a back of a lane delivery, and it's a swing and a miss here from Daniel Arnold. So the run rate climbs here for the 2-time champs, as that's a priceless stock for Young Money Cash Money. 21 required off 8 deliveries. Here's El-Basha, waits at the top of his mark. Here's in now to Arnold, it's a full delivery, and it's another swing and a miss here for Arnold. So things getting desperate here for HOWZAT, as the men in black tighten their grip. So we arrive at the final ball of the over. It's El-Basha to Arnold. Here's in now, and it's another swing and a miss. 4 dots in a row to end the third over. Brilliant from the Young Money Cash Money skipper. And HOWZAT need a miracle. 21 to get off 5 deliveries. And it's going to be Ryan Schaefer to bowl the final over of the contest. Here he's in now, it's a full delivery, and it was travelling towards the boundary. but it's hit the bin and bounced up towards Schaefer. So that is gold dust for Young Money Cash Money. Unlucky there from Arnold, but the bin proving its worth once again. 20 to get off 4 deliveries. There's going to have to be some maximums here. Schaefer is into Arnold on. This one looked high as he drops this on the offside. Here's we wait for the umpire's signal. Oh, he's let this one go. Here, this looks extremely tight. Yeah, it is. It's a tight call. But it goes Young Money Cash Money's way on this occasion, and they're just about home. So 19 to get off 3 deliveries. 3 Zacks will send us to a super over. As Schaefer is in once again to Arnold, and he plays his way on the leg side. And it's brilliantly stopped once again there from the Young Money Cash Money skipper, who is having an absolute blinder in the field today. Young Money Cash Money are going to get the chocolates here in match 8. And this is going to ruffle the feathers here in the group of death. So 2 deliveries left in this Group D contest. Young Money Cash Money looking to close this out. As Schaefer is in once again, and it's a nick through to the keeper. So Schaefer gets his man. He has been brilliant with both bat and ball in this contest. As Arnold has to go for 9. And the message is clear from the 2019 Grand Finalists. They are back. So it's young Costa Savas who will make his way to the crease for the final ball of the contest. His side 2 for 28 in the final over, requiring 16 off this final delivery. So the youngster on a hiding to nothing. So it's going to be Ryan Schaefer to bowl the final delivery of this contest. As he's in now to Savas. Oh, they'll have to be re-bowled. That's a massive wide over the head of Savas. And you're going to have to dig it in pretty short if you're going to get it over this youngster's head. So 15 to get now here for the 2-time champs. Here Savas will be looking just to survive this delivery, as wickets may come into the equation. Schaefer is in for the final ball of the match. It's another horrible delivery. Well, Schaefer's going to have to be careful here, otherwise he'll get pinned for deliberate bowling of wides. So Schaefer in for the final ball of the match, take 3. Here he's in now, it's another full toss, and Savas gets his away for 6 to end the match. So Young Money Cash Money finally get the business done in an anticlimactic fashion. However, they do get the chocolates in this Group D clash, and it's now a nervous wait for HOWZAT. So despite the close scoreline in the end, it doesn't paint the full picture. Young Money Cash Money far too good for the 2-time champs in this Group D clash, as they prevail by 7 runs in the end. It was a brilliant performance in all 3 facets of the game for the Men in Black, who now as a result have booked their place in the quarterfinals due to how this group has panned out. So as we take a look at the Group D standings after 2 matches, given their head-to-head record after beating HOWZAT in this contest, and by the fact that they've taken more wickets than HOWZAT, they will finish above the 2-time champs no matter what happens in their final match, so they have qualified for the quarterfinals. So a win for Wet Up in their final match of the group stage might just see them pip HOWZAT to a place in the final 8. So as we look ahead to the next match of the tournament, we have arrived at the final matches of the group stage. We go back to Group A for a winner-takes-all clash between the 6 offenders and Smack My Pitch Up. A win for the men in yellow will see them top Group A. However, a defeat without gaining a bonus point will see them crash out of the tournament due to head-to-head record. The business end of the tournament has come early.